Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time. Oh, smashing header! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. Pernis touches it back. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's been given away. This time, surely. And it's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, that's well spotted. It's a pretty loose pass. Always onto this. Oh, terrible mistake. Nice control. Rijkaard. Now it's Rui Costa.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, super. He's had a shot! It's there! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Nicely weighted ball. Aimed in towards... Up he goes! Oh, crossbar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pernis. Out to the left it goes. That's good play. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Forlan. Looking for options for movement. That's really well cleared. Thuram. And it's gone back to the keeper. Saliba. Lahm. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Substitute. Substitution for Milan, number 6, Hannes. Coming on the field.
So off we go once more.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Substitutions
Milan
taking place.
different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Owen.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, what a climb! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Thuram cuts it out. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rijkaard. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Great vision. Mateus. And it's Kukcu. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking tidy in possession here. And Owen! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Beckham. Mateus.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pass somewhat off target. Nice interception, his position. Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. And the shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan have been handed a game-changing chance. Now, power or placement? Goal! Milan! Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances it really had to be.
Just eases him off the ball.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
I'm sure someone...
And that's that. Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Batistuta claiming the man of the match. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zico. Oh, nice touch. Has a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta has got himself a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. De Bruyne! Decent hit from there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Lahm carries the ball down the right. That is lovely. Now here's the... He's got tall! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's there to retrieve it. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. Pelé. Now it's Zico. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Fired deep towards the back post. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Caceres with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Zico! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Cruyff calmly anticipates. Nice looking ball. Threads one in. Takes a shot! And it's a goal! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He is through here. Cross. Oh, smashing header. It's in. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And it's Caceres. A probing pass. Well, there's the clearance.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. Oh, good-looking ball. Zico is always play. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Security staff for each
How would you
block.
review the
Please
first
report
half?
to the start
Well,
team
both sides would have
immediately.
expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Can he get on the end of this?
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well read, nice interception. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's intervened well there. De Bruyne. That's Gerrard. Strong running down that left flank. Davids hurtling down that right flank. That's a good run he's making there. It's a goal kick. Batistuta. Cruyff. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's... Chance for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now, can they get him away?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Batistuta is onto it in a flash. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Searching pass he's played there. Now that's well seen too. And he's gone long. Nicely weighted ball. And there goes the final whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Batistuta, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rashford. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Rashford really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Rashford.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
That's tidy. He's gone for goal! And he's managed to get rid. Belletti. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Face to face with the keeper. Great chance! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's in on goal. He's having a shot! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And this is Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Romario. Back into the middle. Oh, he's had a shot! He's scored! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Alexander-Arnold. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. Here we go again then. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Tonali. Rashford. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that has found him in acres of space. Cleared away. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Batistuta. He's come in hard. Danger averted for now. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's managed to get free. And for a moment, time stood still. And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rijkaard. He's through here. He's found some space. Here's chance! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Thuram with the clearance. Tonali pinches it off him. Tonali cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Nesta. Thuram, the man synonymous with solidity. Rijkaard. Milan finding their passes. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Played into the big header! It's fallen loose again! It's in! Just 1 in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Cavani. Number 15, Rashford.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. I think we're just about done here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. O'Shea. And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on. And
just the goalkeeper to beat. Brilliantly cut out. Dida gets it clear. Batistuta! Oh, glorious Batty goal!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Batistuta. And again! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Gerrard. Now it's Forlan. And here's Stoichkov. Oh, good ball. There's the shot! It's loose. Stoichkov! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And this is Stoichkov. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Chouameni cuts out the pass. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Lam. To Thuram. Davids. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Thuram. Now Davids. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Messi. Cruyff. Pele. And this is Stoichkov. Cruyff. And it's Thuram. Thuram. And it's Lam. That could spell trouble. He shifts. Tries a shot! Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. And it's Lam. Lam. The ball is loose and the chase is on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Batistuta. Pele has a look and plays it forward. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah,
and Messi! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Pele is fouled. Messi. Gerrard. Nicely aimed pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Plenty to aim at here. Saliba did well to stay calm there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Lam. Saliba. Rijkaard. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Mendes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encourage the pass.
And there's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution in progress.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been knocked clear. And here's Messi. Applies the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He won't be happy with that one. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
And here's Messi. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Nuno Mendes. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he was quick to react. Goes looking wide. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bruno Fernandes goes for a shot! Oh, brilliant from Bruno Fernandes! A finish of true class! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a love.
That's rather hopeful. Nuno Mendes. Chance here to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him.
Oh, what has happened here? Up he goes! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Lam. There will be a throw-in. Lahm delivers. Chouameni attempts a clearance. And it's Davids. Played out to the right. Lahm is flagged offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Chouameni calmly anticipates.
Has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Nuno Mendes. He came in hard, very hard. 90 minutes up and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
And a quick reminder today.
So all
that
square,
parking in the
we
area
need a
around the
winner
stadium
and
is
we will be
strictly
back
forbidden.
for extra
Please use
time.
parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area. Substitution for Milan, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number
90 minutes
17,
gone and nothing between them still.
Number 21, Pele. Number 15,
Saliba.
Messi.
Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Number 3, Nesta.
Zanetti.
Coming on the field, number 13,
No way through.
number 10,
Rijkaard.
Didier Drogba. Number
And it's
7,
Lahm.
Romario.
Knocks it into space.
Number 19, O'Shea.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Bale. Knocks it out wide. Lahm plays it in. And he's taking no chances there. And he's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Del Piero! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Half-time, extra time.
Please turn your attention to
Well,
the
it has
screen.
been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lahm. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Played out wide. He's picked his way through. It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific header! They've done it! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Neymar! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Rijkaard. Neymar. Now it's Maldini. Look at the space here. Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Thuram.
There will be 1 minute added
Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's fouled him there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Madrid are down to 10 men. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Manchester United have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter. I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. And it's Ronaldinho. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And here's Thiago. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Shot could be on. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cannavaro. Out to the left it goes. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now that looks a decent ball. It's anyone's ball now. Pele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out wide. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Eto'o. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Eto'o. Can he finish?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Zico.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's managed to get free. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's found a way through. And here's... goes for goal! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cantona! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Alarm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Aimed beyond the defence. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pele. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, really well played.
Lahm climbs up big. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And it's Maradona. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. So what can they make of this? Now it's Pele. Knocks it into space. Now the cross. Abiati claims it without any fuss. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that was not the... There's the shot! He's scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other...
He's had a shot!
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? Has a look and plays it forward. Maradona. Rummenigge. Can he get it through? Good take, and it's Eto'o! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21, Maradona. Coming on the field is number 9, Johan Cruyff.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And he's straight offside. Albert Ferrer. To Lahm. Cruyff. Rummenigge tries a shot! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you want.
Real chance! They would have been... That's another chance! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Milan take the lead. And he plays one through. Cantona. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team.
Eto! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. He'll try to keep this chance for a shot! And again! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
What a difference, a half-time rocket from the manager.
Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Nicely aimed pass. Ronaldinho powering forward here. Davids. Pelé, distributed tidily. Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a... He's having a shot! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, this looks sharp. And the shot's on here. And this is Zico. He's got tall. It's in for the pieces. Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 15.
Milan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Big header! And it's in! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale.
That's good play from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The greatest...
And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed press.
And Del Piero! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Rijkaard. Great vision.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
No, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass come...
Cruyff! Goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Rijkaard.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Cruyff. Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lahm gets into some space. It's a mighty effort! Oh, crossbar! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, and Romario! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's
And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
And a quick announcement today that
Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Zico. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's found a way through. Looking to go deep. He's got tall. Goal! Milan! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Mbappe. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And here's Owen. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Out towards the flank. Oh, super find. Tries a shot! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Cantona. Chiellini with the clearance. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Davids. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. So what can they make of this? Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. And here's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lahm delivers. Climbs up big. He's delivered all right. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Distributed tidily.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Substitution.
And we're underway again. And here's Mbappe. And it's Rijkaard. Cruyff calmly anticipates. Knocks it into space. Cantona chasing after it. Nesta. Not getting too much. Could be danger here. He's found a way through. He's one-on-one. Saliba clears. Forwards and with intent. Zico. In with the challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. Hazard. And he's managed to get free. Oh, important interception. Oh, there's a probing ball.
The attendance for this match was 80,600.
Milan have it back and can go again. Lahm is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It's out for a goal kick. Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. Zico. Zico going face to face with his great rival. Saliba. It's a throw-in. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? He just the keeper to beat. Big chance! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have... Chance, surely! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And it's Zico. Lahm has it in a wide position. That is a brilliant interception. And that has been clubbed away.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And we're done. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost it.